Okay, back again. Oh, I look tired today. So, very happy with the starboard side sofa. I've got about 2 more bits of fiberglass to put in there yet. I'm not going to do that until I start fiberglassing on the port side, because there's no point in setting all up for epoxy and cleaning everything when I'm going to be getting out soon. Anyway, I can just take the back supports off, put the glass in, and that will be complete then, but I'll wait until I'm next making epoxy. We have got to now clear out the whole port side. I forgot how much work there was actually to do. I've got to remove the sofa and the extra section of galley that we've put in, and the bulkhead all has to come out so we get the floor up, prep the surface underneath, and then we can put the floor back down. Hopefully by the end of today I will have the floor glued down. That's kind of where I want to get to today. I've got about 8 hours to work today, so once I've got everything up, prepped, sanded, and then got the epoxy out, then it'll probably be the end of the day. So, but I'm going to push through. I really want to get it done, so I'm going to have to work quick. So, removed all the port side sections, and I've screwed down the floor piece we've got here as well. That way I can now unscrew it, take it away, and when we come to put it back, I can locate exactly where it was before. So I'm going to take it up, prep the whole area, do a lot of sanding, and then we can potentially look at gluing it down. When I glue it down, I'll be taking the main floorboard up. The one I'm standing on right now will have to come up just so that any squeeze out of the glue doesn't stick this piece down as well. This will be removable the whole time. We're not going to cut hatches into this. We're just going to have the whole floorboard come out, which is just going to make access to water tanks and plumbing and things a lot easier. It's kind of what we were able to do before, and I quite like that, so we'll keep it as it is. Yeah, I've been labelling the bits of wood as I go along because I haven't been doing that, and I've just got a big stack of wood in the forward cabin, and I don't know where any of it goes. I'll be able to figure it out because it'll only fit in one spot, but trying to help myself out. Future Ben will be thankful when I see it and it says oven base written on it, and I know exactly where that goes. So, cracking on now. Almost time to sand.
Okay, interval report. We have this bit of floor down and fully fiberglassed. Really happy with that, and finished a lot earlier than I thought I would as well, so no need to go into 3 sessions. So I'm going to go home for some dinner shortly, but we've got, as you can see, we've got glass on this side all the way around down that side, and on the inside we've got against this little cross section here and this one here. So really super strong. That's going to be great. Obviously thickened epoxy, loads of thickened epoxy underneath it. I've rubbed all the squeeze out with my finger. So really happy. I was just going to have a little look at putting the big bulkhead in here. That is going to be the next thing to go in. But to do that, essentially I need to build everything else just to make sure it's exactly in the right place. And I've got a lot of prep work to do under here, which I completely overlooked. And I don't want to start sanding now over the top of all this wet fiberglass, so I am going to leave that annoyingly until tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to hold off doing anything else for tonight. I'm just going to kind of head back, have some dinner, and enjoy the evening.
Okay, next order of business is getting the large bulkhead in. We do have guides at the bottom and at the top to kind of give us a rough position, but it needs to be extremely accurate. So to get it in position, I am going to have to rebuild the whole galley and the sofa as well, just to make sure that it's squeezed and the shelves are in the right position and everything like that. I've got a lot of prep work to do, got a lot of sanding to do underside of the side deck. I should have really prepped that yesterday, a kind of complete oversight on my part, and I was going to hopefully get the bulkhead in last night, but I'd have had to do loads of sanding, and I just put all the fiberglass down on the floor piece, and I just thought it's just going to get covered in dust, and that's not ideal, so I treated myself to an early night. I have actually at the moment got the worst headache. It's absolutely trying to rip my head apart. So it's probably the next bit won't be too chatty. I'm just going to try and get my head down and get on with it, see how long I can go before I have to call it and go back and feel sorry for myself. But I've got so much to do, I don't want to stop work, so I'm just going to push through and see how far we get. Hopefully these pills will kick in and I will be right as rain in an hour or so. So let's get to it. Bulkhead is in. I've rebuilt some of the sofa and the galley. I've just been very selective with what pieces I put in. I've got a really long piece of fiberglass in here, as you can see. There's another piece up here, and then down here as well. I've just done the floor down here up to there. Now the whole point of this is so that I can come back tomorrow. This will be really secure then, so I can take all this away again and all this, and then prep the rest of the bulkhead and get that properly tabbed in. I think I'll be able to get most of this done tomorrow, which is really exciting. I'll be able to get that little bulkhead in. I should be able to get this in as well as this tomorrow, and I'll just keep plugging. I might even be able to get the backrests in as well. So let's see how we get on. I think that all that is achievable. Right, so the fiberglass is almost cured. It's been overnight. It is a little bit tacky still, which is absolutely fine. It's super strong. So now I can proceed with taking everything back out and then completing the fiberglass job on it. Another day on the boat and another hoodie. It's a very proud moment when one of your everyday hoodie gets promoted to becoming boat work wear, but we're not here to talk about my outfit. We are here to talk about this sofa. Okay, so I'm going to be installing a little back support just here. Luckily for me, I've already marked the centre of the seat here and also the backrest, so I know exactly where it needs to go. I'm just going to add some thin supports to the base here, just so I can add some 12mm, slide it in so that we can put a nice curved edge against the hull. So that's what I'm going to do now. Watch me do that. YouTube. Gone as far as I can go today. I have actually run out of fiberglass, which I didn't think I would do today. But that's alright, I've got another roll in storage, so I'll go and grab that in the morning. Really happy with what we've achieved. On the base of the seat, I didn't realise how much was still left to do. And I thought I'd got a lot further with that than I actually had. So I've just finished that, essentially. So that's all good. Give that a good sand, give that a good fiberglassing, so that is completely in and done, and that'll be good to go tomorrow morning. And I've put the top on the back of the seat as well as a little centre back support, which didn't take too long to cut. That's all in and glassed, and that's looking super strong as well. So really happy with that. Gonna try and get a really early start tomorrow, put a full day into it. I've got lots to do. Go home now, have some dinner, have a lovely early night, and then come back strong tomorrow and carry on. Wondering what these little bits of green tape are. It's only because the wood is ever so slightly warped, so it doesn't sit perfectly on the supports I've put in, so I've just put a bit of tape down just to hold it in place while the fiberglass dries. However, I have sealed the top with epoxy, so I've just put a little dry ring around the tape, which I'll have to do tomorrow. But that's fine, I'm not too worried about that. Down to the boat. I was going to do some work today, but what I wanted to achieve was just to put 2 bits of fiberglass just to finish off this portside sofa. But the amount of time I've got and the amount of setting up that I need to do to achieve that isn't really feasible. So what I'm going to do is when I come back next week is just crack on with the galley, and then when I've got all the epoxy out for that, then I can quickly come back to this. It's completely set up, ready to go, so I just need to put the strips in. It won't be a difficult job. Really happy with how it is at the moment. I've just done a little test and it is extremely sturdy and strong, so really happy with that. So moving on, we can crack on next with the little oven box and do some work on that, and it'll be good. I think good for the soul, because I need to move on to something else. Like, I've been working on these sofas for weeks and months, and it's been a lot of work, and it's completely worth it because I think they're just looking so good. So it'd be nice to move on to something else, move on to a different project, and this next one shouldn't take too long, so I'm really excited to get into that.